Hi everybody, it's me, Tuxedo Mask here, and today I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about this one thing, and it might be the last time I talk about it for a while. Oh, it's nothing bad. It's talking about Siobhan Moon. Now, people out there have this understanding they think it was done by Siobhan Entertainment. That is now a subsidiary of Siobhan Capital Group. But it's not true. It was actually done by a animation company by the name of Toon Makers Inc. or Toon Makers Incorporated. Don't even know if they're still around or not. Now, a lot of people believe that this series was going to be the series that people were going to get. People have opinions on the Deacon Pioneer version of Sailor Moon, but very few of them have opinions on the Toon Makers one. Now, a trailer was eventually shown to an audience at one point, and it was a mixture between live action and animation. Now, the opinions, there were some people who had opinions of it. The ones who actually were there and saw the trailer, and the ones who watched it on YouTube, and whatever the case might be, said it was like a Power Ranger Sailor Moon hybrid. And to tell you the truth, it probably was, because they had spaceships. I kid you not. They weren't actually spaceships. They were more like ships, but they were flying in space. And there were some little difference. For example, apparently Luna was a white cat, but in the anime and the manga, mostly in the anime, I think, maybe in live action, I think she was either blue or she was black. It's hard to tell which color, but she was about one of those. She was either blue or black. And there was no Queen Beryl. Trust me, Queen Beryl was not shown in any of either the live action or the animation parts of this trailer. There was definitely no Tuxedo Mask. I was nowhere to be seen. I was completely dropped from it. Now, some of you people might ask yourself, if Toon Makers was going to make their version, why didn't their version ever get picked up? Now, in 1994, there was a bidding war going on between Geek Entertainment, and this was and Toon Makers. Now, Toon Makers had made a mistake of not making a loyal trailer. They were supposed to make a trailer, a pilot trailer that they could send to networks, telling them, hey, why don't you contract with our show if we win the rights to it. They were disqualified because they did not stay loyal to the anime material. Now, I know some of you people are going to say, oh, but Deacon Pioneer didn't stay loyal. Well, Deacon Pioneer stayed more loyal to the source material and more loyal to the material than Toon Makers did. Toon Makers want to make a Power Ranger Sailor Moon hybrid, a mixture between animation and live action. And Toei disqualified Toon Makers. And that was how Deke won it, at least for the first two seasons. And then the third and fourth would go to Pioneer, and But a lot of people think it was done by Toon Makers. A lot of people think, oh, it was done by Siobhan Entertainment. But the truth is it was not done by Siobhan. Siobhan may have done the music, but it was actually Toon Makers that did the animation and live action work. So it was really Toon Makers' Moon and not Siobhan's Moon. Now, a lot of people might say to themselves, that version would have been more better than the other version. I don't know, because I think that people would have complained. There would have been people who had opinions of it regardless. You would have seen people complaining, oh, that Becky isn't anything like Usagi, or you know what I'm talking about. Oh, or that live action scenes aren't being filmed very well. The camera work is this way. Or the acting's like this. or the animation work's not the best. Oh, you can tell because Luna's mouth is still flapping, but the words are or her mouth is shut, but the words are still coming out. Just giving examples of things that could have gone wrong, or things that were probably would not been perfect about it, or things people would have complained about Toon Maker's Sailor Moon about. But it never saw the light of day, unless people who saw the trailer or watched it on YouTube. That's the only way the trailer ever, was ever presented. So people can't really have too much of an opinion on it because there's just a trailer. But people, Sailor Moon fans that prefer the original version of everything. The Sailor Moon fans that prefer the Asian Japanese version of the anime and the manga, even though I don't know if any of them can actually read both languages, but they prefer the Asian Japanese version of manga. A very only few of them actually play the video games because they were never released in the United States. But a lot of them prefer the live action version, and a lot of them prefer the stage musicals. Only down part is that they would have pooped all over Toon Maker's Sailor Moon because it wasn't the original, and they didn't take liberties with the source material, and they weren't loyal to the source material, so they would have complained about that. So I guess it's better that the Deacon Pioneer version of Sailor Moon came out, because at least that was more loyal to the source material, even though it's got its critics, it's got its criticism. But, Toon Maker Sailor Moon would have been good too. But we'll never know because Toon Makers got themselves qualified, and all there is a trailer. So that's it. I'm my mistake. I'm Tuxedo Mask Darien. Hope you enjoy this video.